Hello and Merry Christmas. I'm Isha and welcome to Isha Reviews. So for today, for a Christmas special, I'll be reviewing Home Alone. Home Alone is a Christmas movie that released in 1990. This movie stars Macaulay Culkin as the main character. This movie is about a young boy who tries to protect himself and his home after thieves start to come into his house, and he tries to protect his home after his family accidentally leaves him out on a trip to Paris. So yeah. So let's talk about the good. There's so much that I love about this. I really love the kids acting. I feel movies are so kind of focused on adults as the main characters that we don't really get to see the kids doing too much of it. They're quite a supporting or minor role in a lot of movies and things. And I love how the kid was the main character in this, and he was also really funny in this movie, so I really love that. So to describe his character, I'd say he's very intelligent and careful about what he's doing. He's also quite mysterious in a way. It's when you look at him, he just looks like an innocent and just an innocent boy or something. But then once you're watching the movie, we get to see his true colors. He's very intelligent and prepares well for whatever's gonna happen in the future. I really love how there are different ways to irritate thieves in this movie. Some of the ways were stepping was when one of the guys stepped both of his feet on the ornaments. He was just fascinated by the Christmas tree and then didn't realize that he stepped on the ornaments. So, and then one of them was slipping on toy cars. These two guys were really irritated by the way the boy was treating them and all their ways to get just irritating them and things, and they were just about to get him, and then later they slipped on toy cars, and then there was one where one of the guys was slipping on ice. That boy just did that so that the guy wouldn't come into his house. And the other way was cutting off the zip line. The boy found a way to escape his house and go to a tree house, and he was using a zip line for that, and while the two guys were about to go, he just cut the rope up and they couldn't catch him. So I really loved seeing all these ways, because that's the real fun of this movie, and that's just the best part of it. Just like I said, I also really love how intelligent the kid is. He's preparing so well. He thought of very interesting ways to irritate them and things like that. And I also really like the ending of this, of how he is thankful for his family. His family come back on Christmas Day or something. And it's a happy ending. Happy endings are nice, and it's just nice to see him really wanting them back. In the beginning, he's quite angry that he's kind of not getting what he wants. That's the kind of thing. I don't really need to spoil too much of that part, but then he seems very ungrateful in the beginning. And then soon in the end, it's nice to see him grow and change and things. So I really liked his character development for that. I really like how they arrived on Christmas Day, because that's the important day. So I really like how the director kind of made the family come on Christmas Day, so that was nice and things. There's also a scene where the boy was talking to to a guy at church, and then the guy at the church was unhappy about how that is some family issues, and how how his son is kind of not talking to him, and in the end, like, even that problem is solved. Like, his son starts to, like, meet up with that old guy. So I also really love how this movie kind of tied all the knots together. It's nice when it's all, like, we tied all the knots together, because it feels like we really, like, finished the story up. So I really like how that also happened in this movie. So yeah, that's the good. So let's talk about bad. There aren't really, like, things that I've hated about this movie. There's just so much that's good about it. This movie is, like, my favorite Christmas movie of all time. It's a classic. But for the bad, I'd say the boys should have, like, called the police, like, earlier. There was, like, one scene where those two thieves are kind of, like, stalking him in a way, just trying to, like, figure out more about him. I think they're, like, kind of shocked that he's just really young and going to a grocery store by himself, that they're, like, more curious about him. And the boy should have, like, called the police kind of earlier to, like, protect himself and the house. That would have been better, but it was, like, also, like, really fun to see all of the ways that he was irritating the thieves. So, I mean, that's, like, kind of, like, the bad that I have to say. If he, like, called them earlier, everything would have been better for himself and the house and family and things. But I really like how it actually, like, happened. Like, it happened, like, somewhat in the end. He the thieves are, like, kind of stuck somewhere, like, and one of them gets, like, spider on himself because of the boy, and the other, like, they're, like, trying to, like, kill the spider or something with them. And then while they're doing that or something, the boy like, speaks in a different voice and says his address, and that the thieves are, like, hunting for him. So overall, I'd give this movie a 9.8 out of 10. I love how good the kid's acting is. He's just so intelligent. There's also, like, a scene where he's, like, going to the grocery store. The adults there are, like, really curious about him. They want to know who his parents are and his siblings and things like that. And one of the guys asks him, like, where he lives, and he's like, "I'm not telling you that," because he's saying that the other guy's, like, a stranger. So he's, like, already, like, really smart for his age. He's, like, really being protective of himself and his family. He's just a very interesting character, and it's, like, probably, like, the best child acting, like, I've ever seen. Out of everything else, I barely watched much, like, kid acting. There aren't really, like, movies with, like, kid acting, like, focus or things. I mean, there is The Parent Trap, the newer one with Lindsay Lohan, but that's, like, mostly it. I haven't really watched too many on that. I mean, even that one's, like, really good, but nothing beats this one, the Home Alone. So that's what I gotta say about that. This movie is hilarious, just like I was saying. Just seeing all the traps that he's setting for the thieves are, like, the best parts of the film. That's when the real fun starts. I highly recommend this movie. It's a lot of fun. It's really sweet in the end. It's funny. It's emotional and all that. It's in a way, in the ending, it's, like, really telling you to, like, be grateful for your family. So I also really like that. Thank you for watching. I really hope you liked this review. Please tell me what you liked or did not like about this video. I like hearing people's opinions on things. Please give me more recommendations if you have any. I also love hearing from people. I get really curious on what you kind of want me to review and things. So, yeah. Please let me know. So, yeah, soon. And thank you. And once again, Merry Christmas and bye.